more planets to terraform, but we could lose our very own. Hello Space Monkey, you're watching Space Crazy. Welcome to the channel and to our regular news roundup. Here you'll find news around any kind of science fiction game, especially if it has to do with space. If something happened last week in your favorite SF game and we missed it, be sure to tell us in the comments. My name is Serta and I will be your host for this video. Helldivers 2 has taken an unexpected turn in their story, but we've spent the most time this week on the new moons of Planet Crafter. Today is a rather short video, but the news we have are juicy. Forever Skies released an update which changes the logic for spawning copper and silicon towers in a way it's not near bigger locations, and you can now find charge bolts as loot in overgrown towers. The FPS drops when leaving the lift in the Underdust have been corrected, as have some other bugs hindering you from exploring biomes due to object collisions or invisible walls, and a bug with the water purifier getting stuck and not purifying anymore. Big ships led to memory leaks, some bugs having to do with the quest progression and players not advancing in linear fashion are history, and other assorted bugs have been corrected all around. Find the whole list in the description of this video. Helldivers are scrambling to protect Super Earth as the Illuminates have reached the home planet in a bold decision by the Dungeon Master, let's call him that, within the unfolding story of the game, which we suppose will ramp up engagement in the game. As announced, this week saw the release of the Moons update for Planet Crafter, which expands your opportunities for terraforming, adding 2 moons to the already existing Prime and Humble planets. While the Humble planet can only be terraformed after paying for the, in our opinion, quite cheap Humble DLC, these moons come free of charge to the game. They are not for the faint-hearted or the beginners. That's why you won't be able to reach the moons until you haven't fully terraformed Prime or Humbled, or of course both. Build an extraction platform, and instead of skedaddling away far away, you build a travel rocket to go to any of the moons, or to Planet Humble if you prefer. You can, if you want, start completely from scratch in Selenia, but the devs would like to remind you that the moons are not only harsh mistresses. Terraforming them is meant for advanced players who need to very well know what they are doing anyway. You can even use an older save file and continue your terraforming journey from there. We've been exploring and terraforming Selenia since the update drop, and it's great fun. But as the devs said, not an easy task. Another important thing is that if you are playing co-op, you won't be able to be in different planets. You will all have to be on the same planet at any time. Pity, but I understand the technical and even gameplay reasons for it. This update brings a lot of new objects to the game, like interplanetary exchange shuttles, which you can use to move products all over your planetary system, new crafters, new ores, new fuses, new posters. The list is extensive and you can find the full list following the link in a description. Oh, and new music too. Apart from that, tree spreaders spawn a bit less trees, animal shelters, a bit more terraforming value for each animal, and some other small UI and gameplay changes.